a shot. Let's play in the circle, raising our hands at the goal line. But nobody have seen that. Simple pass to Hiko. Oh, what a beautiful switch from the defender. But 1 foot tippy-toeing on the edge of the line. Well done, Abid. Cook Islands quick to respond. Oh, straight on that rebound. Totally. And you sort of go from there, and if you're good enough, you'll get picked up for this game. But you probably wouldn't get represented out picking up for the state until the game. Is there something that stood out to you from Toronto in that one? Foot go in. Oh, a little bit loose there. The passing, and Gabriel picks it up. Although they are a development side, and this won't happen as Singapore can get their hops on. Maybe they can cut off some of those swings. Priscilla, oh, great take. A brilliant take, you're right. Scoreline now within 11. Takes the ball in her blue loopy shot. Talk about it. So they said once the ball releases off the end of the shooter, even though time has been stopped. Welcome back to the OCBC Arena for the Mirxes Nations Cup here in Singapore. And to kick us off today, in our first game, we have Canada against the Cook Islands. These two teams are looking for a win. They both got victories on the opening day and since then have lost 2 straight matches. So they're really looking to bounce back now and get a little bit of inspiration to round out this tournament. Canada currently 5th on 2 points, but a slightly better goal percentage than the Cook Islands, who sit 6th in the Nations Cup. Now you can see them on the ladder there, and it's actually Papua New Guinea who is still the only team to remain undefeated after 3 days of play. Singapore, the next best, on 4 points, and everyone else 1 from 3. So it's very interesting the way that the tournament has played out so far. My name is Brittany Carter, and with me I have Shoes, and Shoes is back. She's been with me almost every day in commentary. Shoes, are you enjoying the Nations Cup so far?
Yes, I think, like you said, it's been a very interesting kind of and closely fought games, and all teams are trying their best to up their goal percentage just to get up the ladder.
It comes down to that, really, doesn't it? Because when you see 4 teams like that, still 1 from 3, it becomes a matter of mathematics and how many goals can you get on your opponent. But interestingly enough, both of these teams were able to win the final quarter of both their matches yesterday. So even though it was a loss, they finished strong. And I wonder what that does for the confidence leading into today's game.
Well, of course, I think the Canada game was quite physical, and like we mentioned about recovery yesterday, they will have lesser time to recover than the Cook Islands. So
Yes.
Cook Islands will have the advantage today. So we will see how that pans out, because I'm sure both of them do not want to stay at the bottom of the level of the ladder. Yeah.
It's interesting you say recovery, because I did have a look down at the pool earlier this morning, and both teams were in the pool, separate of course, doing their own kind of fun stuff in recovery, and yeah, just getting some cold water on the legs for the muscles to try and rejuvenate them. But I did notice they were both in the pool together, and I thought, I wonder how the tensions are going here ahead of the game.
They have been quite awkward. Yeah.
Canada was certainly in high spirits. They were playing some games. Cook Islands a little more relaxed. I think that's more their style.
I did see that as I walked into the OCBC Arena today, just now. They were already on court. Yep, in a circle, huddle up. Yeah, so, well, I'm interested to see them come up firing today.
Well, here come the lineups, with the MC about to announce who will take the court. And we'll find out the starting sevens for the Cook Islands and Canada.
OCBC Arena, let's play Netball! Mirxes Nations Cup 2023 as the Cook Islands taking on Canada. First up, please welcome the Cook Islands. And goal shooter, Maya Piakura. Goal attack, Alana Smith. Wing attack, Rochelle Te'iri. Center, Ramahel Ra'a. Wing defense, Rachel Tuapuda. Goal defense, Nicole Tia Ore. And goalkeeper, Norma Pina Pepe. On the bench for Cook Islands, Marjorie Toru, Curly Taripo, Mary Jean Piri, Kimberly Tangirere, and Aleda Tere. Co-coach and team manager, Tekura Moekaa, co-coach Tupa Tupa, bench official Autiari Luke, and physio Mark Song. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Cook Islands. And now, please welcome Canada. Goal shooter, Adrienne Parkin. Goal attack, Sarah Binns. Wing attack, Liana Wong. At center, Clara Kong. Wing defense, Michelle Cow. Goal defense, Alyssa Binns. And goalkeeper, Amanda Francis. On the bench for Canada, Brigitte Sekic, Katrina Dang, Carmen Diershima, Sarah Kerbrat, and Jalon Samuel. Head coach, Jill McIntosh. Assistant coach, Joe Nalane. Manager, Mary Webb. And physio, Christine Slater. Here we go, OCBC Arena. Give it up for the Cook Islands and Canada. The umpires for this one, Yubi Ling and Joan Yani, reserve umpire, Ranga Sitara.
All right, so here we have it. Canada, 3 changes from yesterday inside that mid-court. We see Liana Wong starting wing attack, Clara Kong in centre, and Michelle Kao in wing defence. So a bit of a switch up there. And for the Cook Islands, it's a debut for the goal shooter, Maya Piakoe, 17 years old. I'm told her inspiration is Amelia Ekanasio. That's her favourite netball player, and we've just seen her in action for the Constellation Cup, so I wonder if we'll see a bit of Amelia Ekanasio about Maya Piakoe.
Wow, that would be exciting, because, I mean, Ekanasio, she is a real star in what she does, and she's very clinical, and she directs the play really well, and she's super sharp, right? So hope to see that in Maya as well.
Doesn't mind a long bomb, so I wonder how far out Piakoe can get them in. And welcome to everyone listening on the stream. It's 2:57 in the morning in Canada, 8:58 at night in the Cook Islands. So welcome to you, and you can see the players have been enjoying Singapore. We were speaking about they've been in the pool a bit. It's quite humid here at the moment, but we've had really nice weather. So it's been great to see the players relax in that way. We're just waiting here for the umpires to be given the word to bring the ball out. I did notice that the coaching staff had moved away from wearing the beautiful flower crown we've seen them wear most days. So I wonder if this is maybe like a good luck thing. You know how some people are quite superstitious about sport. So they've gone away from wearing the akatu on their head to wearing the potere in their just behind their ear instead in their hair. And were you just pointing out to me they're wearing the white dress again?
No, they're wearing a different outfit as well on the bench.
Ah, yes, yeah. So a real change of outfit today for the Cook Islands. And you see Canada with their first shot of the day, and it's a held ball, so not the greatest way to start. Alana Smith moving out to goal attack with the debutante getting the starting goal shooter. And that brings Marjorie Toru to the bench. Yes, there we go.
It's a good first shot, and it will boost her confidence because, I mean, as a debutant, you want to do everything right in the first touch, right? So that will give her some confidence, and her team as well.
Oh, and they've won it back here. This is good start from the Cook Islands, who have typically started some of their games slow and then built into them. So maybe this is what they're trying to work on this time around, just getting that quick start. Lovely roll off the body then. She's got a tough job coming up against Amonda Francis as Canada scramble and pick up. Oh, it's straight back to the Cook Islands. Right place, right time. Popped into their lap. And here goes the youngster. 2 from 2 to start.
No goal from the
contact.
umpire. Yeah. Oh.
I think they thought it was a goal.
Yeah.
So it's actually gone against Alana Smith, an offensive contact. Going long. And
wow.
on 1 foot. Parkins can't connect.
I think the one to stop for Canada in the attack line would be Beans, Sarah. So I think she's been putting up huge load of goals, and she has the most attempts out of all the shooters in their team.
Yeah, do you have her stats for the tournament so far?
Yeah, she's on 108 attempts thus far. Although the percentage is slightly low, she's sitting at 74 goals at 69%, but she is the go-to goal in the circle. And also outside the circle because they try to connect every other pass to her.
Yeah, she seems to be the cog in their attacking line. So we've seen a couple of turnovers in this passage of play, and in the end the Cook Islands get the goal that they're after. Take a 2-0 lead. To the top, just inside, and a fair way out here, but just a little short. Scramble for the ball down on the bottom of the court. And I wonder how much fatigue will play a factor in this match, Shoes, because this is the 4th day of play. Everyone gets a rest day tomorrow before the final 2 days. But yeah, by day 4, you'd probably be starting to feel a little bit sore, a little bit tired, mentally fatigued.
Yeah, definitely. And I think especially if you need to still keep upping your game and trying to fine-tune those little details to ensure that your team gets together. So it does get a bit mentally exhausting, but probably why they were in a pool this morning. Yeah, but I guess like the manager, the physios will have done all the recovery work that's required.
Parkin, a nice settler goal, and they level things up to a piece. Into the hands. And I've noticed that Binns is wearing the black calf socks today. I think it was white yesterday. So some outfit changes at both of the sides.
She tidies it up though. Peakua missed a shot, got her own rebound, missed all the mess. So that would have been good.
And she's been quite confident to start. KO out of play from the edge of the circle. That was a lovely feed from Teridi.
And an offload from Smith.
How much responsibility is there on Smith to ensure that Papua just gets kind of not an easier game here, but just making sure she looks after her and encourages her to put up as many goals as possible to settle the nerves?
Yeah, I think as a senior and more experienced player here, she just have to lead by example first. So just get her role right, make sure she's getting the ball so that and putting up the goals when required, so that it puts Papua at ease to do her part. So she takes a goal defense with her, yep, and let Papua just deal with the goalkeeper.
So Rora was able to win the ball back on the circle edge then with a bit of a mix-up in the mid-court for Canada. But they've won it straight back after the missed shot. And I think a couple of shots now we've seen Pilkora. She's keen to go to post, and it looks quite accurate, but it's just falling that little bit short. So still trying to work out how much oomph she needs to put on this ball. She would never have probably played with the molten ball before, so that's something to get your head around.
Exactly, and I think just a few days to get used to it is just not quite enough sometimes, but she will have to adapt quick.
Cook Islands there on the rebound. Lucky they didn't get done for a short pass. It was well covered by the two defenders. Quick up this inside channel, the Cook Islands, straight into the bread basket. And now a throw in.
I like how the Cook Islands has opened up their attack today. Very, very different from what we saw yesterday actually. So they're more comfortable with that release and there are more movements going, which is giving them more confidence and space to move around.
Oh, the roll off the body, but France has still had the youngster covered. Instead, Smith gets the front position and edges a little closer to the post here. And that's the leading by example you were speaking about, Shoes.
Yes, she's not afraid to put up the shot. She is the go-to girl, has been the go-to girl for them in a shooting circle. So I think she should have that confidence and trust in herself as well.
Oh, very close then. Teolia. I think the defenders are really threatening to pinch the ball here quite early. The Cook Islands are up and about today.
Quick give in. Yeah, super quick give and go right there. And I just love the touch of the mid-courts to the shooters, especially when they're on front.
We are in sync, Shoes. So just a little close that time. I think something that the Cook Islands struggled with a little bit yesterday against Sri Lanka with the extreme... Oh, that was a brilliant take around the back of the neck. Falls short, but Smith's there with the follow through.
This is why we do all the ball handling things. Yep, as warm-up.
Well, they go the back door, Canada. And now hitting circle edge nicely. Looking in, Binns from range. Oh, what a shot. So this game is quite tight to start. 8-6. And what I was going to say earlier is the Cook Islands struggled a little bit with that distance yesterday, just getting the 3 feet before the arms went up, because they did start to tire with the pace Sri Lanka was playing the game with. So far looking a little bit cleaner today, and we'll see how that goes as the game goes on. Moving laterally here, stuck in the one spot. And, oh.
Unlucky there.
Little tussle on the edge of the circle.
Exactly.
Smith dropped short. And Francis has been asked to stand aside. That's the power move we see from shooters, just stepping in and going, I'm going to move in front of you now.
Yeah.
Protect the ball space. Oh, great intercept from Francis. She's been so good at that throughout the tournament, just picking the ball out and reading the play.
I think the challenge for Pia Kua will be coming in front of Francis, because I mean that's where she got success in the earlier part of the quarter, and so that the midcourts and Smith can find her a little easier.
Yeah, the difficulty about facing Francis is she's so good at holding you where she wants you, and then sort of still being able to dictate the space inside that circle. So do you think some fancy footwork might be the way to go to get around Francis?
Yeah, I think just get off the body, use that footwork, because she's definitely bigger and taller. So just use the runs, use the footwork, to use the dodges, you know. And there's so much space in the circle as well.
Parkin just grabbing at the back of the neck there, so I think a little bit of contact from behind. And she had to work quickly because she was hoping for the contact call, but it didn't come, and the seconds were ticking over. Here's a throw in for the Cook Islands. Oh, great take. That was a risky feed in.
Both of them were behind the defenders.
Oh, just couldn't stop herself going offside to a puta. Have you got a favourite dress you've seen of all the nations here so far?
Well, I think the Cook Islands ones are really pretty and beautiful. Yeah. But I've actually seen the Papua New Guinea's training top, and they're so colorful. I love it. It's like a rainbow. I think there's just so much culture in the dresses, right?
Is the training top you're referring to the one with the butterfly wings on the shoulders?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And have the sleeveless version as well.
Someone's lost their bib?
Yep.
I believe it's Bins, yeah. Just a break in play, all the players allowed to get their breath. Little tip. Terry. Really well read.
Oh, there was good communication from the both of them. Just saw Telidi's defender running at her shoulder, so just a little head tilt to get her to change the direction. It's great teamwork there, looking out for each other. Oh.
Great work then on the rebound, and although she's missed the first attempt at the shot, just making sure that you're there for the rebound and solidifying the next one, I think will help do worlds to her confidence. Oh, here we go. I don't know if you've seen on social media the whole girl math, boy math phenomenon. No. I'll have to explain it to you after.
Yes.
Basically, girl math is all about like how you can justify a shopping purchase and things like that. So it's quite funny, actually. I'll explain it to you when we get off the mic. But I did see a version of netball math today.
Oh, wow.
Which was quite funny. And it's basically just pointing out some of the funny bits of the game. For instance, like, as we see Bins pick up ball here. Oh, and straight back into the hands of Francis. Cook Islands tap it. Yeah, so basically, for instance, you know, defenders may get the 3 seconds to hold the ball, but shooters and tall shooters may get 4 seconds or 5 seconds. So just pointing out some of those intricacies of the game that everyone that's played it will know and understand.
Yep. That sometimes really feels like it.
Yeah. The hard done by defenders, as we like to think. But the reason I bring it up is, oh, what a shot right on the buzzer. So it stands, and it'll be 13-11, I believe, the score. Yes, Cook Islands do have a little 2-goal buffer as we head into the first break of the game. And yes, the reason I bring up netball math is that one of the reasons I saw people post was, if I miss the shot but I get the rebound and then score, it's like I never missed the shot to start with. So,
well, I guess then we can say that Piakura has been on 100%.
Yeah, exactly right. All right, well, we hope you enjoy these first quarter highlights as we head to the break. Cook Islands lead 13-11 after the first quarter of the first game on day 4. Can you believe we're at day 4 already, Shoes?
I know. Time just flies by when you're playing netball, right?
That's right. When you're commentating netball as well. So Shoes is very much aware of what Girl Math and Netball Math is now. And if you'd like to see what I'm talking about, look at the Netball Super League Twitter account, the UK competition. So Cook Islands quick to score in the beginning, but they've turned it over here and they're looking to go back to start this quarter.
It's well done, Teddy D, because she has just gotten balls from just hands over.
Yeah, she's doing well on that mid-court, but they've... Oh, no. That's not how you want to go about it. Binns won the ball back, and then there was just a miscommunication with the pass back. Cook Islands able to capitalise quite quickly. I think what we've seen so far in the difference on the scoreboard is the Cook Islands, when there has been a mistake from Canada, have punished them.
Yeah, and I think they're quick on that transition on defense as well. So they're winning ball back really early and it doesn't have to reach like their defensive third.
Oh, wing defense not behind. So this is a breaking call on Canada. So the errors are starting to creep into the game. They just need to get back to the basics they're so good at. The outside arm from Binns. Oh, that was a close call. She's been working so hard, Alyssa Binns, to win ball back. But Biakoe is doing very well on debut.
Yes, and I just like that confidence to look to post. Yeah, I think she just has to tidy up that first shot.
Oh, a little bit long, but Binns makes it look better than it was, that pass. Oh, really quick though, once they get into the goal third. And a lovely shot there from Parkin. A chance to edge another back here. Binns to Parkin. Oh, sneaking through Tiore. She's been very crafty. Nice work by Teriri just to ensure she didn't go offside, and backed up by a goal from Smith. That was a brilliant transition.
Yeah, very fast.
On the tips of her fingers, Smith reins it in. And now there's a penalty edge of the circle.
I've just been impressed with what Teddy D has been doing on court, like just to get herself onto circle edge, because she's doing a whole lot of movements just to get rid of the wing defense and be a really good option. And when you're at a circle edge, you know, your coach always tells you as a mid-court is like the best place to feed, because you can see everything and your defenders won't be on 3 feet on you to cover your vision.
Well, Rochelle Terity, she actually started on the bench for the first 2 days and has since worked her way into the starting lineup. So I think that speaks volumes about how well she's playing. Hip high, feed in, and a couple of pumps before a beautiful goal there from Piapoe. Some students are in watching.
Yeah, it's almost a holiday, so I'm sure the students would want that break off school just to come here and enjoy some good netball.
How long do your school holidays run here?
So I think the secondary school holidays will be starting from this Saturday, and it will be through to next year in January. So Christmas, good Christmas break. And for the primary school, the younger ones, it's from November, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, Wong's taken a little bit of a hit there. And she's asking to do an injury timeout. She did look a little bit dazed and just like she needed to catch her breath. So there's some changes coming here. We see Katrina Dang brought on in wing attack. And Jalon Samuel into wing defense. Big switch up. Great drive then from both players to ball. And the shot swish. That's what Binns is so good at. Oh, we've seen a change for the Cook Islands too in centre. We've got Alida Tere, who's come on, and this is just her second game of this tournament, her second game ever for the Cook Islands. She appeared just briefly when there was an injury earlier in the tournament. This is pretty cool to see her injected in centre.
She's just 16. Wow, that's amazing.
Couple of teenagers carving up the court for Cook Islands. Binns, a big overhead pass to her sister. Parkin. Unable to finish it off here. 2 shots at goal. Three times the charm.
But I think just what Canada has in the shooting circle is just that height, that beautiful height. So, well, if they are playing that long, it will be hard to stop.
Just a little close then. Binns. Oh, it pops in. Both mid-quarter, well, not mid-quarters, sorry, both of the players coming out for that centre pass and in the one hole. Bit of miscommunication.
Yeah, I would just think that Smith has thought that it was a screen, whereas Teddy was like, nah, it's mine. At least someone got the ball.
Taylor didn't like that call, but she stuck in the mid-court. Canada making use of the 2-on-1 inside the circle, and Binns nails another. So the Cook Islands have been able to really stretch their lead out in this second quarter, but Canada trying to fight back. The difference was just 2 at quarter time. Now 23-17 the score. One, two, three, four between Teadidi and Pioko. I don't think that was the right player then.
Yeah, someone from inside the circle ran in, right? Yeah.
Oh, how did Binns keep that in play? Great balance and awareness to turn and get it back to her teammate. Despite this mix-up in the mid-court, Canada still hold on to possession. Sending it in, that was a bit of a Hail Mary, that one.
Yeah.
Risky feed.
I mean, Binns was right in front of her, but she missed that completely.
Smith did a great job then. I think Francis might have been given a similar caution for intimidation yesterday from this same umpire, Giuliani. Oh, great take. Bit there. Wasn't even moving.
Yeah.
Able to stay in that same spot as the ball just came to her. Maybe that's a bit of panic in Canada's attack as they try to claw it back. Oh, off the chest. Smith tries to clean it up and Francis capitalizes. She did well to pick that up then.
She definitely did. I think it will pay off. And I hope it will pay off with the shooters trying to get the ball in. Binns just didn't have any options right there.
Parkin from range. I like it long.
The two shooters have been really sharp for me. I mean, looking at their percentages so far, I was thinking that they might not have been as sharp, but they would have been getting their rebounds. A bit of netball math, but but they have definitely been really sharp, and I don't see many misses so far. It's been doing well.
Kokore just wants to crack on. And I do like that confidence to go to post, but could have just maybe settled a little bit more. Either way, Canada with the throw-in from the back line. I think the accuracy for Canada was really on point in that opening game, where they were able to beat Sri Lanka 50-46. No, sorry, Singapore 8, 53-50. No, that's Cook Islands. It's day 4. They did beat Sri Lanka on day 1, did they not? Let me check. (50-46) day 1, Canada over Sri Lanka. The days all roll into one by now, don't they, Shoes?
Yeah, they do.
So the accuracy was really good in that game, and we were seeing lots of long bombs go in. But I think as time has gone on, some of those long bombs have started to drop a little bit short.
Comes with the fatigue, I guess. Yeah, but I think it's also quite... okay. I think it's also quite a rare sight to see tall shooters want to put up that long shots, because they have actually the ability to get it nearer to post and underneath where they are more comfortable at. So this is a good change up for the Canada team.
Yeah, I think you're right. Sometimes you can get shoehorned as a tall shooter into being that holding kind of post shooter underneath. But it's really cool to see that they're pretty similar in height, those two, and both happy to go from any range.
Yeah, and as a defender, I think then this will be hard to stop, because at some point defenders will be like, okay, tall shooters, they will like it near the post. Let me let them get the ball nearer to the edge of the circle. But if you're shooting those long bombs, then they have no choice but to just get up on you, and you pull apart the defense sometimes.
6 goals difference. Oh, quick work between the two teenagers. Binns was heavily marked for that centre. Here with the front cut, and here's that range that she likes, and did well to try and get that rebound, but just a little far out of reach. I think perhaps what Parkin could do in that moment is, if she is going to go long, ensure that she's there for that rebound and just back her teammate up that way.
Especially since they have obvious height advantage over the two Cook Islands defenders.
Samuel just batting it out the back of the court.
I think Samuel has done well ever since she came on court, because we do see that Teddy has gotten like less touch on the balls, and she was the mid-court that was feeding all the balls into the shooting circle.
Is that just a change up in the game style from Cook Islands with the new mid-quarter on, or is it about Geelong Samuel doing a marginal work at wing defence?
I think it's just smarter work from Samuel, so she's able to dictate a bit more and not allow that much change of directions from Teddy. And just, you know, as an attacker, you just like all the space and that you can move, change your directions, whatever, you know, whereas you're only keeping her up court like that, as what Samuel is doing right now, it's hard to get onto the circle edge.
So this is an offensive contact. Brilliant work onto that baseline. And they can't finish at Cook Islands. So again, both these teams keen to kind of go from long range, but sometimes maybe the best option, even though they look fancy. Oh, no, they're very fancy indeed, is to work it a little closer to post, or at least make sure there's someone there backing it up. Do we know what Alana Smith's stats look like for the tournament?
Well, she's at 81% thus far, and from the last game, she's on 133 attempts with 108 goals thus far. So she's had a huge load thus far. Yeah, with the other two shooters only getting about 20 to 38 attempts each.
Oh, great clock awareness then, but just a little out of time. 29-27, the difference is 7. Cook Islands lead Canada, stretching out the hold they have on the game by an extra 5 goals in that quarter. And we're going to send you to the halftime break on the Netball Singapore YouTube stream. Islands quickly respond. Oh, straight on that rebound. Total.
see her foot go in.
Oh, a little bit loose there, the passing, and Gabriel picks it up. Although they are a development side and this won't cap us, Singapore can get their hops on. Maybe they can cut off some of those swings. Priscilla,
Great take.
brilliant take, you're right. Scoreline now within 11, but Ali takes the ball in her blue shot. Talk about it.
So they said once the ball releases off the end of the shoulder, even though time has been called.
Strong drive, comes from India. Come back to Singapore and try and reset. Players stuck in the one hole of the court there. Something Singapore is doing quite well is really squeezing it together at the moment. After 2 quarters of netball, it is the Cook Islands who lead 29-22. Currently 6th, beating 5th at the moment in this Nations Cup, and there's some change issues you've spotted.
Yeah.
You have Carmen Dershma coming on into goalkeeper, and Amonda Francis moving out to goal defence. So that's a change for Canada. And taking a look at the Cook Islands, their attack looks the same. They've stuck with the same 4 players up front. Get a better look at the other side of the court now. Yeah. New shooter on court for Canada. So Sarah Kerbrat is now on. We saw her play her first minutes last night. Oh, is that true, actually? Anyway, she's started to play a bit more as the tournament has gone on. I think the last 2 games maybe we have seen her.
She played in game 2.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah, it didn't record any stats yesterday though. Is this the first time we are seeing Francis play the goal defense role?
We have seen, I think, once before.
It's quite an interesting change. considering that she's actually holding up the goal shooter quite well in the goal circle.
Yeah, I think Dershma offers some really great height in goalkeeper as well.
She is standing at 188 cm. That's very tall.
Yes, so 6 centimetres on Francis, so maybe that is the thinking behind this change, just adding that little bit more height to intimidate the shot inside that circle. Francis is going to have to get the fancy footwork going, I think, now, because she's been in more of that holding kind of pattern at goalkeeper, and in goal defence, they're going to really give her a challenge, I think.
Well, they're still not afraid to go to let that ball go into the circle, Cook Islands, even though there was an extra height there.
Great rebound from the new goalkeeper on court. Oh, and there's a replay. It's just slipped out of the hands of Samuel. Holding time here in the third quarter. Oh, something's happening, I think, that we can't see on the screen. Someone's bib must have fallen off. There's another one flying, and you can see that Dershma's on. Yeah, the front and the back don't want to stay on. Pedantic work from the umpire then. Nice rebound from Smith.
I think just standing too close to a goal shooter will impact their release on that shot, which, yeah, I mean, I guess the umpires will have to do their job to ensure the defenders don't get sneaky here.
Binns switches it out on the right-hand side, and she knew that one was going in as soon as it left the hands. The confidence of the youngster, Piakore, is really growing the longer she's on court.
Yeah, it did seem like the shooters have been told to stay on the front of the defenders, because they have now changed it up and are not running behind the defenders, whereas they're actually holding that front a lot more.
Quick work through the mid-court. And something I think that is reflective of when the Cook Islands are into a really good flow of play is that they start to really punch through the middle channel. We saw that in that opening day from them, really occupying the middle of the court, and we're seeing that in attack again today. It does not want to stay on this bib. The Velcro is just in the teeniest bit of the wrong spot, I think. Great work in transition from Canada. Oh, Binns was calling for it. They eventually get it to her. First 5 minutes of this third quarter gone. Oh, the step back then. Could have potentially been a step. The umpire was closer than we were. Oh, what a take. Close to being a take. Just couldn't contain the ball as she came through there. There. Binns with a lot of space to roam. Difference 9. Dershma hits the deck. And stepping in, Yakua. Oh, trying absolute best. It was Smith. This bib does not want to stay on for Tershma. So, of course, we wipe down the court for safety to ensure no one slips over. And again, the youngster threatens in this mid-court. That was a change sort of in the middle of play too.
She probably would have asked the umpire for time, and the umpire can only call for time when the ball reaches her end of the court, her side of the court.
Oh, okay, that's great. Insight there, Shoes. So Cook Islands have won it back.
Oh, lucky there. Couldn't quite keep it in.
Pushing up this outside channel. And that was a lovely feed. So a caution given to Dershma now for the same thing that Amonda Francis is on a caution for. One here by Tiole. And footwork call.
I think both of them will just have to be careful because they are tall and they can actually go over the ball instead of the ice, which is what the umpires are seeing. So just have to just keep it a bit more clinical in this and just try to defend the ball and time the jump. Tell her again. She's really looking out for all these hunts, and she's getting her hands at that, and that will get into Kong's head actually, because I mean, if you have someone, your direct opponent, trying to go for all the balls that you're trying to get, it's quite intimidating actually.
Yeah, the hands over has been so good from the 16-year-old as a reminder so far. And there's quite a height advantage. Sierra is 171 centimetres tall and Kong 163. So that's some really long arms standing over you there. Cook Islands having their own problems with the bibs as well. Hip high into the bread basket. And we've seen some great guidance from Smith so far.
Oh, another beat problem.
So at 37-26. Difference is 11 at the moment. It was 7 at half-time. Do you think these changes for Canada have worked?
No, I think just this change has just allowed Smith to do a ton of work outside quite freely, because I mean, Francis is only trying to do her get her defense in when it reaches nearer to the shooting circle. So, well, and in the first half, Parkin was actually sharing the load quite a bit with Beans, whereas I don't think we have seen Kerbrat take a shot or attempt yet.
Oh, that was a great take. They do like heading up the one channel at a time, don't they? They're very direct with their play, the Cook Islands. And there's a replay against Smith. Canada really wanted to just push on then, and the umpire made them set it up properly. Oh, strong and hard. The shoulder pass goes straight through the hands of Kerbrat.
I just like the work that Piakua is doing because she's just keeping her keeper at the back, and it's also making sure that she's not able to hunt for any balls that are coming down the pockets.
Very graceful there, Smith, who, if you were listening to any of the games early in the tournament, you would know was Miss Cook Islands back in 2017.
That's right. I think at that point of time, we didn't even know her name. We just called her as like Miss Cook Islands.
What a nickname to have, hey? She is their most cap player, Alana Smith, 52 caps. And her actual occupation is that she's a conservationist. So really trying to preserve the environment and the planet. But all her cousins and aunties have played for the country. So netball is basically in the blood. Debuted back in 2019 against Wales.
Get a second chance to get this attacking play right.
Easy turnover there for the Cook Islands. So just ensuring on the edge of the circle, they're always alert. Sticking hands out here and there and just able to tap it back into their possession. Stepping in, this youngster is just brimming with confidence now. In that first quarter, we saw her missing the first shot, being able to back it up with the rebound, but now she's nailing them in that first instance. And you can see so much growth. Just half an hour of netball already.
I think sometimes it's really nice to be young and fearless because you don't know how the opponents are, you haven't played before and you're just like trying to do your thing out there.
What do you think the Cook Islands are doing well in defence at the moment, because they have won so much ball back against Canada?
Yeah, that's almost always a hands-over defence on whoever has the ball, which makes it easier for the defenders at the back to have a go. And once they're dictating really well, because I think they're keeping the shooters wide, so they can always have a go at a run at it whenever it goes high.
Diakora again seals their 44th goal, the Cook Islands, as we enter the last 2.5 minutes of this third quarter. Tip there from Dershma. I think the difference for the Cook Islands is we see that tip, the deflection coming, but someone's always there to clean it up, back it up. So they're kind of working better as a team in defence. I think that's what we're seeing on court.
Yeah, I think what Canada can do on defence in the shooting circle is just to make sure that they're going behind them again, because that's where they had successes in the first half of the game. Whereas I think Cook Islands is their shooters are having a really good time at the front and getting a ball connecting really easily now.
The no-look bounce from Smith is a replay here. A little bit too quick then for the Cook Islands midcourt. There's Kerbrat with a shot. Bin steps in and it pops off. It's just not their day today, Canada, so far. I think the problem is their attack relies so much on what the goal attack is doing that no doubt she's going to be fatigued by the end of 3 quarters. There's a lot more of sharing of roles in the Cook Islands.
Yeah, and I think that actually gave them a lot more attacking flow because, well, like when you have a shooting target, when you only have one shooting target like Canada and Cook Islands in the past few games, then it's easy for the defenders to identify who to shut down. Yeah, and I guess just with this, because we have Piakua actually being such a strong target actually in the shooting circle, and Smith willing to take the shots whenever she's required to or needed to, that gives them a variety.
Well, they say that the stats tell the story sometimes, and in that quarter, the Cook Islands, an 18-goal quarter to 6 for just Canada. So they really were so dominant in that 15-minute period. Do Canada have enough in them for a fight back? Can they find some more options on the bench? We look forward to finding out in Game 1 of Day 4. (47-28), the Cook Islands lead by 19 goals. It's a very healthy lead coming into the final quarter. And we see a change for Canada inside the circle. Liana Wong is also back on now in wing defence. And the change in the circle is Brachita Sasic coming on in goal attack. So a completely different two shooters to what we've seen most of the tournament. And I suppose if you're down by 19 goals, you either have to make the decision to give someone experience and try and get some mileage in the legs and some a chance to play a bit more international netball.
We also see Beans back at goal defense, but did she just had her quad strap up?
It looks like she has had a bit of strapping applied. So maybe that's an injury they're managing.
Also for Cook Islands, we've seen them go back to their starting mid-court with Ra'a coming back into center and Tuaputa coming back at wing defense.
The youngster has maintained her spot at goal shooter though, hasn't she?
Yeah, I think she's been doing such good work. Wow, how did Smith get that? And I think just because they have the luxury of two shooters who are willing to put up that shot instead of relying on Smith, it just opens up a whole lot of options for Cook Islands.
So some of the players that have played most of the minutes for Canada so far, in Amonza Francis and Sarah Binns and Parkin, get a rest on the bench. There's a change in centre too. We see Michelle Kao come on and Clara Kong is off. So Jill McIntosh just deciding, look, the score's a little bit way out. We're going to try something completely new and just see what we can do.
Yeah, I think it's just important to have like a few backups as well, and to let your bench have a run and have a feel of this competition, so they're ready when you need them on court.
Piakora was able to keep that in play, then just the no-look backhanded pass. And then finishing it with the shot. They were lucky they didn't give a replay away on the centre pass then, Cook Islands. Just bubbled it before giving the pass away to start the passage of play. Hands on the hip as we see a couple of deep breaths. And the players just taking this upon themselves now. I can see the exact spot they need to be cleaned up. As we said yesterday, if you happen to be a mop sponsor and you're watching this, feel free to get in touch with Netball Singapore.
Love it. Instead of a cloth, right?
Yeah. Both shooters way outside the circle. Kerbrat pushing in now. And now the keeper caught outside. So this is an opportunity for Canada to score quickly and split the defender. There they go. So they reach 30. They're behind by 22. And a change comes on for the Cook Islands. We see a return to now in wing attack. She's played goal attack for much of the tournament.
Taru.
Marjorie Taru.
There's a lot of bodies flying and falling on the ground. Just lost her footing there. Ooh. She kept it onside.
Oh, so close then. And you know, the crowd is quite small in here to start the day, but the Cook Islands bench is making up for it with all the noise. Very supportive of their team. stepping in. And there'll be another crack at it here with the penalty. Fires it inside. Piakura. And they're out 54-31, the Cook Islands, with just 10 minutes to play in this game. After this, we'll see Papua New Guinea play Sri Lanka. And then the grudge match tonight, Singapore and Singapore A. Very much looking forward to seeing how that goes, because I mean, we would refer to it almost like a derby in Australia. The players know each other so well. There'll be a strong rivalry there, you'd think. Oh, and there's a big clash here. 3 players. And Bin's not looking so good. We know she's got the quad strapped. Yeah, she looks like she's in a fair bit of pain. It'll bring Amanda Francis back into the game. Got twisted, the 2 teammates. Oh, she looks not good at all, actually. I'm not sure if she's winded or if it's the leg, but either way, very uncomfortable at the moment.
She looks like she's limping though. We do hope she's okay, because she's a key player in the Canada lineup.
Yeah, they'll definitely need her at the back end of the tournament.
Yeah, but hopefully the rest day tomorrow will do the trick.
And through the hands. Sasic unable to contain the pass. I did have a fun fact for you about Canada. So Liana Wong, who is playing wing attack at the moment. She switched around a little bit inside that midcourt.
Yeah.
But she's playing wing attack at the moment. So my fun fact for you is she was saying that she likes to put her right shoe on before her left, because one of her coaches told her once that you've got to start on the right foot. So she took that literally, and it's become a bit of a superstition ahead of each game.
So would she have put her right socks on first as well?
I don't think she elaborated on that part, but you'd have to assume so.
Yeah.
Because they're both to do with the foot, so we need to follow up on that one, find out what happens with the socks. Prefers the longer socks too, you can see. She's standing at the top of the circle at the moment with the black shoes.
Very much like Laura Lingman.
Yes,
known
yes.
for her long socks,
Yes.
because actually it's a way of asking herself to pull out her socks and work hard. Yeah.
That's right, yeah, that's right. I'd forgotten about that. I do miss watching Laura Langman play.
Yeah, she's such a workhorse for her teams.
I'm kind of reminded at this Netball World Cup that's just gone of all of the New Zealand players that were legends that won the last one that had retired. So yeah, it's kind of sad to see them move on. It's the same for the Aussies. You become so used to seeing these players take the court, and then when they're gone, you miss seeing them out there.
Yeah. But it's still good. It's still great that they're coming back to give back,
Yeah.
you know, to what they have, that legacy that they have left actually.
I was actually talking to Rena, I think it was one of our other commentators, and she was saying Vanessa Lee, oh, that was well won back then by Wong. She was saying that Vanessa Lee, who is the manager of Singapore A, was a bit of a legend for the Singapore team.
Yeah, she is, and she used to play a lot, and yeah, with us, and also like she played. I think she retired in the 2019 SEA Games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she was a really good mid-court center wing defense.
Nice to see her sticking around then with her passion.
Well, and actually, if you think about it, the whole Singapore A officials, they were all former national players, because Mi Hong is actually a former Singapore shooter as well, and Coach Kok Man Wai is actually a former mid-court as well.
Okay, there you go. That's so valuable, though, all of the insight from their years playing. Quick work here. And what have you made of what Toru has brought to the court in wing attack? Because she started on the bench today, and I think since coming on in wing attack, she has brought just some fiery energy and some fresh legs.
Yeah, I think she will have a lot of time to watch what the wing defense is good at, or what her weaknesses might be to exploit. Yeah, so I think and I actually really like her nimble feet, her footwork. Yeah, considering she was a soccer player.
Oh, yes, yes. We were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah, so I think her work on the center pass with Smith has been good. Just not so great at that in this moment.
Yes, I was telling you about that yesterday for anyone that missed that chat. So Toru, who has 35 caps in netball, well, did have 35 caps leading into this tournament, both played soccer and netball for her country, and was the Golden Glove in the 2010 Oceania qualifiers, so must be a keeper, and also won bronze in the Pacific Games in 2015. And soccer or football, however you like to refer to it, wherever you're tuning in from around the world. So yeah, that's probably where that fancy footwork is coming from. She can't use it on the ball, so she's using it to get some good positioning on the court. And so despite the scoreline, the Cook Islands really keeping this tough defensive pressure going, aren't they? We're seeing so many Canadian bodies hit the floor.
Yeah, it's 12-6 at the moment, actually. And, well, I think the Cook Islands, they have been rather consistent with their play throughout this game so far. And that's what has been lacking in the previous game. So I actually really like that they have kept their defensive pressure up through this 4 quarters.
You can see some of the other teams starting to filter in for the next game. Sri Lanka not far from us here behind one of the grandstands, getting their bibs on nice and early, sharing a couple of words and some hugs before the next game. Sri Lanka's had a really funny tournament so far, because even though they're 1 from 3, they're in 3rd place. So they've been able to do really well with that goal percentage.
Yeah, I think it was the big win from yesterday against Cook Islands, where they did really well and was very clinical. So they'll be up against the top of the ladder today, and it will be interesting to see what they all have on their strategy board, because Papua New Guinea, they're bigger, whereas Sri Lanka, they're known for being a bit smaller in this competition. So we'll see if they can use their speed as well as they did yesterday.
Mid-range, and we're seeing the confidence of Kerbrat grow a little bit more now she's on court. And with bins off, someone's had to stand up inside that circle, and Kerbrat's been doing a beautiful job. And just as we say the teams are filtering, we can see Papua New Guinea here now. Got their music on. Some of them have got their own headphones on. Some dancing happening.
There has just been a change for Canada. We are actually seeing Sarah Binns at goal defense, and Francis back into the goalkeeper position, filling up for her sister.
Yeah, Sarah Binns is not listed as a defender, but obviously has that height. So in the final 2 minutes, they're just giving her a run there, maybe because they're thinking, well, if her sister is unable to take the court in the next couple of games, depending on how bad that injury is, she's still there lying on the bed, as you can see, oh no, sorry, she's sitting down with the strapping, so she's strapped up. There's another player on the bed. Oh goodness, there's some sore bodies in the Canadian camp, aren't there? So potentially just testing out that depth and another option for the next couple of games.
Definitely useful to have. I would just prefer to see her in the attacking end though.
Yeah. So we're into the final minute of this game. Cook Islands 63 will be very happy indeed to get their second win of the tournament. They'll be 2 from 4. And you'll have to think that from the bottom of the ladder in 6th place, they're going to propel up a fair way after this one. It'll do wonders for their goal difference as well, because they currently have the worst goal difference of all the 6 teams. So I think the coaches will be quite happy. .24 seconds left. Plenty of time to score here. Make it a nice even number. Oh. The eyes lit up of Teal there on the edge of the transverse line. Oh no, and now we see Binns looking to make a change. No? I wasn't sure if she was calling for an injury timeout there with a couple of seconds left. She does look a little bit ginger though, so that's something to keep an eye on in the days to come. But this is a victory, a very big one at that, 63-37 for the Cook Islands. Shoes, we can see how happy they are with that one. Some big hugs around, and having watched them on day one, watching the tears stream down their face as they were singing the national anthem, you can see how much representing their country means to them, and therefore what this victory means to them.
Yeah, I think the standout for me for Cook Islands today has been obviously the debutant Pia Kua, and I think she's been steady under the post for them, and she just did what was required of her, get the front, get the rebounds really strongly, strong takes, etc. And I just think that it's like being able to nail all these basics right for her. It has helped boost this Cook Island side.
Yeah, wonderful work between 2 of the teenagers in this squad, Maya Piakora as well as Alida Taylor. Really, I thought, brought some real fire to that mid-court. The 2 combined beautifully at points. And so there's a bright future ahead for the Cook Islands, that's for sure. Thank you for joining us on this stream of Canada and Cook Islands at the Nations Cup in Singapore. It's been great to have your company. And Shoes, as always, I've loved your insights.
Thank you. And enjoy the rest of the games. I mean, I think the next 2 games will be an interesting one.
Very much, yes. Papua New Guinea and Sri Lanka to come next. So stay with us on the Netball Singapore YouTube stream.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're standing by with the Cook Islands Norma Vina Pepe. Norma, congratulations on the win. This one really seemed to mean a lot to you guys. You all seemed quite emotional at the end of it. This win seemed like it really meant a lot to you guys. Everyone was like really embracing each other. Was it an emotional game today?
Yeah, it was really a good game. I really enjoyed today's game. Yeah.
You all came out with a real statement of intent. You know, you had one win coming into it. This is your second win in the tournament, and it was really dominant performance. Did you all change anything going into this one?
Oh my gosh.
It's okay, Norma. You know what? We're just gonna let you enjoy the victory, but before you go, we're gonna get you to sign a match ball and give it out to one lucky fan here at the OCBC Arena. All right, Norma, the fans are already asking, they're asking for it. There you go. Anyone you want, they know what to do, they know how to do it. They're gonna get loud, they're gonna be asking, everyone will be asking. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Norma. Go enjoy the win. Come back in a couple of days to play your last game in the group stage. Plenty of action coming your way here too at the Nations Cup. Up next, Papua New Guinea taking on Sri Lanka.